Welcome, students and professor of the SLS 2264 Spring 2017 class. My name is Amanda Rose, and this is my Shadow Leader presentation. This presentation is recorded live with Mary and Serena Rose and Meg Wilson in attendance. I chose Todd Chester of Todd's Equipment Services for this presentation. He is the owner-operator of Todd's Equipment Services, which is a heavy equipment and hydraulic lift repair business, and this is the face of the business and a true leader. Why did I choose Todd? Todd is a long-standing acquaintance of mine. We've been friends for many, many years, and also I'm employed by Todd's Equipment Services. I work there in a part-time, as-needed basis in his office and helping out around the shop. I obtained the data for this presentation by sitting down for two separate question and answer sessions with Todd. The sessions took about 1 to 2 hours each, and we were able to sit down and discuss certain questions and different thoughts of leadership. I also had the opportunity to shadow Todd for an entire day of work in Todd's Equipment Services. The Q&A portion of this presentation, or this project I should say, had many, many questions. There was quite a bit of questions that went into the development of this project and what leadership is. I hit on some key points, what I believe are key points for this presentation rather than bore you with all of the questions. The first question that I asked Todd was, what does he believe makes an effective leader? Todd believes that an effective leader is someone that knows what they want. They have a vision and they have the drive to achieve that vision. This in turn makes people see them as a leader and want to naturally follow them. Another question that I asked Todd is, what is his personal style of leadership? Todd's personal style of leadership kind of leans more towards the theory why. He is not one to micromanage. He is clear in his expectations, but he kind of sets his employees loose. He gives them their tasks or their jobs for the day and then lets them go about their business. He doesn't breathe over their shoulders. He doesn't sit there and critique every step of their work. He does do some final run-throughs and checks just for safety reasons, but he, for the most part, lets his employees do their thing. Who does Todd model his leadership after? Todd models his leadership after his father, who is also a veteran of the equipment industry, and he also models his leadership after a former employer of his, Howard Riles. Howard Riles was a business owner, started, kind of in his backyard and just built quite an industry. Todd worked for him for many, many years, learned quite a bit about the industry from Howard, and told me that, this guy made him want to have his own company one day. I asked Todd what advice could he give someone new to leadership. Todd's advice to someone new to leadership, in this specific instance, new to starting a business and developing a employee and customer base. His answer to that was, you have to have a very specific goal in mind. You have to know that in so many years, I want to have my own fully functioning and fully operable industry, name or company in the industry. I want to have this and this and this at these different points of the journey. Todd believes that someone new to leadership should know that while you may have your vision and you may have your steps in place, that things go wrong. And you have to be able to roll with the punches and take everything in stride. A day in the business life of Todd Chester and a day in the life of Todd's Equipment Services. We started out our morning with just general office work. We did some, billing, some filing, made some phone calls to customers, ordered some parts. This is what I mainly do when I work for the company, so there was really nothing new here for me, but it was nice to see Todd, as the owner of the company, willing to still jump in and do the work himself rather than just have a secretary do it for him. He knows truly what's going on in the business from every standpoint. After the office, we went into the shop. They had a couple pieces of equipment that they were working on in the shop. It was Todd along with 2 other employees in the shop that were working. Todd is very involved in teaching and educating those new to the industry. He enjoys sharing his knowledge, and the employees that work in his shop are both kind of new to the industry. So Todd was, very open-minded. It was nice to see him in that setting and watch him demonstrate leadership by being open to questions and willing to help. After we did some work in the shop, we went and did some off-site service calls. These service calls involved going to people's job sites, to people's other shops, to their homes, different construction sites to work on equipment. Doing off-site service calls is much different from being in the shop because you don't always have every piece of equipment that you need, whether it's a tool or a part. This is often involves making many trips back and forth to the parts stores to get new tools, things of that nature. Some parts are not readily available in the parts store, need to be ordered. During these off-site service calls, I was able to watch Todd work with other business owners that have hired him to come and work on their equipment. It was nice to see the way that they interacted, the respect that Todd gave to them as the owner of the equipment. He was very open with them. He's not going to give them the runaround. If he quotes a job and he goes over, he's still going to stick to that original quote, and he's going to stick to his word. More about the face of a leader. Todd is a Central Floridian. He is an avid outdoorsman. He enjoys hunting, fishing, being outside, going to the lakes in Florida, and going out on the boat. He often takes his employees out on the boat with him. We go to the lakes, we go to the beach together. We all kind of have developed a family in this company. Todd is a veteran in the hydraulic lift and heavy equipment industry. He has worked for multiple big name companies in this industry. He has learned all that he knows just from getting his hands dirty and working. He has not been, book educated or, school educated on how to work on equipment. He just gets in there and he tries. Todd is also a new business owner. As I said, he's worked for many different companies in this industry, and he didn't really like the looming fact of so many bosses over you, watching you, micromanaging your every single minute of your every single day. He had a vision to start his own company and to be more approachable as a boss and to just be a small mom-and-pop type company. He has been in business with Todd Equipment Services for about 3 years now, and he has made leaps and bounds and great strides to accomplishing this vision. Todd is also a kind and caring individual. He is a friend to his employees when they need a friend. He's someone to bounce ideas off of, whether it's work-related or personal life-related. He is caring. He shows his employees that he's always there for them and that they can always come to him with a problem, whether it's personal or work-related. How does Todd demonstrate effective leadership? Todd demonstrates a mutual respect with his employees. He gives them respect, and in turn, they want to work hard for him. They want to help him make his vision happen. Todd's very patient and willing to teach. As I said, his 2 employees in the shop are kind of new to the industry within the last couple of years. Todd is very willing to help them if they don't know what to do. He's very approachable, and they feel very comfortable going to him and saying, can you please show me how to do this, whether it's 1, 2, or 5 times. Can you show me how to do this? Can you explain why this works the way it does? Todd's very willing to teach and show his knowledge. And share his knowledge. Todd shows effective communication skills in his business. He is very clear and concise with his employees of what his expectations for the day are. He knows that things happen. Sometimes not everything gets completed, but he is very open to helping to make those days' goals happen. Todd also shows appreciation for his employees. He frequently buys lunch for his employees. He'll host barbecues at his house, invite the employees, their families, their friends. He's really developed a family within the company, and he has made everybody really want to work hard for him and do their best for him because of the appreciation that he showed. This has been my Shadow Leader presentation. The leader that I chose is Todd Chester of Todd's Equipment Services. Thank you.